Kelly Price is finally speaking out in an exclusive interview with TMZ about her missing, about her COVID diagnosis, and that she almost died. And there's a fight between Nicci Gilbert of Brownstone and the Brat over this whole Kelly Price situation. Welcome back to the Kempire Daily YouTube channel, where you get daily and consistent hot topics in music, entertainment, reality TV, and so much more. As always, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on breaking news when we go live or when we upload. So as you know, we've been following up on this Kelly Price missing story since it began, since the news broke while we were covering other hot topics here on the channel. Well, now in an exclusive interview with TMZ, Kelly Price is setting the record straight, and it's not what we thought. So it looks like Kelly Price and the situation with her family is not on the up and up. In this interview with TMZ, she confirmed that at one point she died and was brought back by the doctors during her COVID diagnosis. I know a lot of you are asking whether she was vaccinated or not. Kelly did not divulge that information. She did reveal that the people that knew where she was were these medical professionals and home health aides that by HIPAA law can't say anything. But her relationship with her sister, she says, has been rocky for a while. The last time she saw her sister was at their mother's funeral last year. But it's not unusual for them not to be in communication. She also says in regards to her children, a lot of you have been asking, what about her children? How come she hasn't been keeping her children up to date? She says in regards to her daughter, she said her daughter was easily manipulated. But not only did Kelly talk about this whole family situation and the misinformation that's been out there about her missing, she says that she was never missing, that she has been trying to get better because the COVID-19 that she had really just did a number on her body and her health, and she's still not 100%. She says that the doctor says that she has something called long COVID, so she's still battling with symptoms, and I've heard of this from friends that have had it, that are still on and off with COVID symptoms, effects.
At some point, they lost me. I woke up some days later, a couple of days later, and the first thing I remember is the team of doctors standing around me and asking me if I knew what year it was.
Wait, when you say they lost you, can you clarify what that means?
Yeah, I died. And the next thing, it was some days later. I remember waking up in ICU and the doctor asking me if I remembered what year it was. I'm sorry, not what day, if I knew what year it was. Going into the hospital, I'd actually had COVID for over a week, but my conditions were progressing in the wrong direction from home. And we're jumping all the way in. So I had it. My husband did not have it. He was taking care of me at home, speaking with my primary care physician, giving me breathing treatments, giving me my medicine every 4 hours. He was in constant communication with her. And eventually he ended up testing positive within a week after I got it and just prior to me going into the hospital. She could see, she was seeing me every day on FaceTime and walking him through administering meds. And when it got to a point, my temperature had raised right to about 103 and my breathing was extremely shallow. And so he called the ambulance. And so I had to go to the hospital. Well, I was discharged. The hospital needed beds. I was able to go home and go home with oxygen, and go home with oxygen and have home health aides come check on me throughout the week, which is what happened for a period of 4 weeks after being released from the hospital. So people were definitely seeing me. The people that could actually say something are not allowed to because of HIPAA law. But I was being seen several times a week by home health aides after being released. On oxygen. And I actually just got my first clean COVID test probably exactly a week ago. So I have what is called long COVID. And I am facing a very uphill battle right now. So I'm gonna cry. I have a lot of rehabbing to do. I suffered a lot of internal damage. And so I have a lot of rehabbing to do before I am able to be what I like to call concert ready. again. And following the year I've had losing so many people, I had just lost my grandmother before I was diagnosed. And I feel like the only way I can focus on me is to actually focus on me. There were people, I don't know how, fans or whoever they were, coming to my house, people ringing the bell, leaving things at my doorstep, disturbing my neighbors all times of the day and night. I've had that happen. It got to the point, and this wasn't months ago. I literally just left my house maybe a week ago because I couldn't rest there. My doorbell was being rung all hours of the day and night. I turned off everything. I wasn't on social media. It hasn't been 2 months since I've seen my sister. It's been a year. I haven't been in the same room with her since my mother's funeral. Prior to that, we hadn't seen each other all pandemic long. That's not new for us. It's not new for us. We've been strained for a very long time. I was never missing. I was in my home. I was being seen by doctors. First and foremost, with 2 people in the house with COVID, we both had COVID. There was no visiting. There was no visiting the house. We both had active COVID cases. Everyone in my family knew exactly where I was. And I have to say that it's really disappointing that things came to this, but it was not true. And even when it comes to my daughter, I feel like she was easily manipulated. People are saying she's a kid. She's not a kid. She's 27 years old. She's my youngest. But in that situation, she was easily manipulated. And to go along with that, she's my baby. I have never been in danger. I am not in danger right now. I am.
And she says that she's still not 100% and that she's taking this time to get better. And she left her home because people were coming there, knocking on the doors, disrupting her health. And anyone that can relate to this. But I think a lot of people can also relate to this other side of things when it comes to family. And not everyone, just because they're labeled your family, is really your family. So it seems as if there is some issues going on in Kelly Price's family, and they may have filed a false report of a missing person. According to Kelly Price's attorney, they will be handling that in a legal situation because it was a false report. It was a false report. And I know a lot of you are saying something's just not adding up. Are people just trying to get attention, or is this for clout? I don't know. But I know one thing. Kelly Price is okay. That's the most important thing. I think that's the biggest thing people were mostly concerned about, is that she is okay, that she's not being held against her own will. With that being said, this has brewed into a fight between some of your favorite 90s stars. Nicci Gilbert of the group Brownstone was a friend of Kelly Price. Not sure what currently their friendship is. A lot of people have accused her of clout chasing, trying to use it to promote her different projects and brands. I don't know. I try to look at people as being genuine, especially when people are concerned about Kelly Price. But she had come out on social media that she had spoken to Kelly Price, that she was okay, that she's still dealing with COVID. But then she did another live just yesterday talking about this and the accusations that she's clout chasing. And then she sort of talked about this when it related to Whitney Houston, or when her Brownstone member had passed away, and how she handled that. Well, the Brat came out and wanted to call BS on all of it. She wanted to call BS on all of it. So not only did she do one live, she went again live to call BS out on Nicci Gilbert.
Go home and get in the bed. But when I start looking at social media, I'm seeing people talk about Kelly and you know, say I have spoken to her and all this bullshit. Like, yeah, a few of us have spoken to Kelly. You know, a few of her real friends and family that she fuck with like that. We've spoken to her. But this is not our fucking battle to speak out or to promote a motherfucking thing. You don't know what's going on in people's lives. You let them tell their story when they get ready. Or if you know what I'm saying? Like, if I talk to my friends and something is wrong, they not finna jump on social media or be trying to promote something and use my name. You know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, Kelly is okay. And her children know that, and that's the bottom line. So when you heard that she was okay from her children and her attorney, what else the fuck do you want? So just wait for Kelly or whatever she wants to do. I would think that that would be enough, but people got to still keep up shit. And oh, she not this and she not that. I spoke to a lot of us spoke to her, and she gave me permission to let some of the people know that have reached out to me that she's okay, without going in depth, without discussing what my friend and I discussed, because it's not nobody's business until she gets ready to tell it. And I don't want to be all involved in this shit, but I love Kelly, and we communicate, okay? And I'm not finna be like, it don't even matter. I'm just letting y'all know Kelly's gonna speak to y'all soon. She is okay. But it's up to her to tell you the rest of the story. Please stop with this bullshit. Like, my goodness.
I spoke to Kelly, but make sure to watch my show tonight. Bitch.
Oh.
Girl.
Like,
I'm not promoting.
I didn't, like, come on, like, at the expense of somebody's life or health or that's, and if she didn't give you permission to do that, don't motherfucking do that. That's so, I can't. That's so petty. Like, you are not a fucking friend when you do shit like that. You just crossed over to the other motherfucking side. Like, that is disrespectful. It's disgusting. Shit. Alright, I gotta get off this shit. And I had permission. But I ain't said shit. But she alright. My friend is okay. And I ain't got shit to gain from it. The shit done pissed me the fuck off. I would never want somebody to do me like that. Ugh. It's disgusting. Shit. Bye.
A lot of people are commenting on both of their pages saying a variety of different things. The biggest thing here for me is that Kelly Price is okay. Ladies, you can get off a line. You can get offline. There's no need to go back and forth on this. You can accuse someone of clout chasing. According to Brat, her real friends knew, Kelly Price's real friends knew that she was okay and that where she was and what she was doing. Nicci Gilbert, if you followed the relationship between Nicci Gilbert and Kelly Price on R&B Divas, it seemed like a decent friendship. But if you followed R&B Divas, you always sort of looked at Nicci Gilbert like with the side eye. Just a little bit, Nicci. So I don't know what this is. I would like to believe that people have genuine hearts and really were concerned about Kelly Price in this situation and that it wasn't a clout chasing situation. Either way, I'm happy that Kelly Price is okay. As much as she can be right now, she's still on the mend. And unfortunately, everyone was saying she needs to get online and show her. If you've ever been sick, and I'm not even just talking about COVID, just sick, do you want to get on Instagram to dispel something? Or to even get on Instagram to anything. So I didn't blame her for that, but because of the seriousness of the situation, because we didn't know of her relationship with her family, people were concerned. And you know how we get. We start speculating and conspiracy theories. She says that she is recuperating. Her attorney says that they're going to look into this false report.
Work in progress because she actually has to have an in-person interview with a police agency for them to personally look at her and accept that she's okay. So we've made arrangements to do that, and that'll take place in the next few days. Once that happens, then she'll come off of the National Registry. Well, I want Kelly to focus on getting through this part of it because of the emotional aspects that she's dealing with, not only from the illness and the residual impact of the illness, but just from the sense of betrayal she's dealing with from her family. I'll deal with the rest of it. There are some conversations that we are going to be having with respect to the fact that this was a false report of a crime.
Just want to say thank you to everybody who was concerned. I want to say thank you for your prayers, for every vigil, for every person This is a horrible situation. I would never misuse the justice system to push a personal vendetta or agenda that I had with anybody.
And based on what Kelly is saying, she's had a strained relationship with her sister, and that her sister has allegedly used these people for some other agenda. Guys, I want to know your thoughts on this. This story has taken so many twists and turns. Either way, this is sort of a happy ending because Kelly is okay. Kelly, we send you love and support and hope that you feel better and get better. I can't even imagine. I can't even imagine what she went through. You could just tell in her video that this has been an ordeal. This has been an ordeal. Everyone, stay safe. Do what you can to protect yourself. As always, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on breaking news when we go live or when we upload. Thanks for watching.